Nebraska women's basketball coach Connie Yori was at her team's first practice of the year on October 3rd. Only difference, Yori was in a wheelchair and highly medicated. The adverse effects of an arthroscopic knee surgery back in August. Rick Pizzo now on how Coach Yori treads through a world rehab, let alone X's and O's.
Let's get a lot of shots, guys. Let's get a lot of shots. Got standing around too much.
Expects a lot out of our players, but yet everyone on our team expects a lot of themselves and each other, so she just gets the best out of you.
Guys, got about 5 minutes. Get some shots in. Got about 5 minutes.
Connie Yori began her 10th season at Nebraska with an early start, holding 19 practices before she and the Cornhuskers departed for an 11-day trip to Scandinavia to face top European teams.
We got a lot of basketball in. As young as we were, I thought that was going to be very, very important.
You just reflect on it now and just can't believe what an amazing experience that was for us in so many ways, but invaluable because of what happened.
What happened was 4 days after returning from Europe. On August 19th, Yori underwent a minor knee scope.
10, 11 days after surgery, I started getting some really severe pain in the knee, and several days later I found out it was staph infection. I spent close to 5 weeks in the hospital between a staph infection, another surgery, and then I developed a blood clot in addition to that.
It was just awful, and you just felt for her, and you knew it was serious. It was very serious.
I wanted to be involved, I wanted to do things, but I just physically couldn't. My staff deserves so much credit for really picking up the slack.
While Yori worked to recover from her staph infection, the Cornhuskers worked to reach their preseason expectations and reminded their coach of her value to the team.
I was in the hospital and it wasn't very fun. They made me this very funny video. Sometimes you forget how much of a role model you should be and are in a lot of ways for your student athletes. It made me more motivated to get back and do the thing that I love so much, and that's coaching and working with young people.
Yori was hospitalized for 5 weeks before being released on September 30th. She continues to endure hours of painful rehab.
Initially, I know she had made comments to me that she wasn't going to be able to coach because this was very debilitating to her, but I think she kind of saw the light as she came through.
Bottom line is I got to be able to walk, so I've got to do this rehab in order to get back to where I can walk again. No letdowns, let's get better. Okay? No letdowns, let's get better. We're going to be better today, right? Yep. When I first came back, I'd get winded literally just standing on my crutches for 10 minutes. I felt like I'd just run a marathon, so I'm getting a little bit more used to some things, but I'll get there in time.
Thanks for coming back for us. She's taking the ball to one side of the floor, okay? First and foremost, we've got to communicate it. Okay? We work on it all the time. We've got to be better.
It's so good to have her back like that. We need her to be fiery just like she was before she got hurt. And honestly, right now, I don't think she's missing a beat.
Oh, switch! Nice! Good talk, Lindsay! Oh! Whoa! Move it! Shallow, middle drive!
She might be still in her wheelchair or whatnot, on her crutches, but she's still the same coach that she was before she got injured.
When I was in graduate school, one of the professors once asked us to stand up as graduate students and let everyone know what our dream job was. I said, my dream job is to be a head women's basketball coach in the Big Ten. And here I am.